Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Incised stab wound, chest cut open, heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrist. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town and...
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits... The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Footprints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with... Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why? creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Anderson! Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
When you shop with the Shift app, you open the door to the light. Because with Shift, every day,
What's inside? I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the ridiculous...
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. This mug always cheers me up. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of... There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines stretched out and edits added with a pen.
Manuscript. Maybe a story.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
dark. He was there too. You are not allowed to wake until he says otherwise.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Be a dangerous place.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this? he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all that. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked.
Good.
I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunters are moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here with this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll pop there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I need something to cut this.
person.
Hi there. Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
Setter is better. I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Timbri, and let me just say I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had any people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Coffee Mike was passed on.
Yes. Missing person cases stopped around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga's fine Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
It's on their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
And there's people's back. My couple taken helpless.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
This was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Pass the bolt cutter.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep it, Timmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like when you're in the dream of the figure. Oh god.
Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so. I need a tool to get this open. I can't force it open. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message. Think.
Didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times in Quantico. Ever worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
doesn't look right. We're dealing with an organized group of killers. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
It's not so big. Now, why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that, scaring the poor little things.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting,
And they end in the end. They end.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
Morning,
Sheriff.
Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deer Fest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Agent?
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only I had a tour guide. There. Oh, the bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, Coastal Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door for the shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Doesn't look right. Keep trying. right. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?